be interrupted, then you might, the further away you are, the less you're minimizing the chance that some child and their parent, adult, are so excited that they'll cross all the way across the park. Although it's happened, it does happen, but the closer you get, the higher the chance of interruption in that way. Of course, a park in and of itself provides, it opens itself to some possibilities for, juggling on the park. It's happened before. Definitely, I would steer clear when there's activity on the playground, but in a situation like this where there's no one here, maybe you want to juggle on a swing. I don't, it's possible. These are things that you'll have to work out as you go. Definitely some video opportunities, for some, you might, that's, it is engaging or attractive, etc., to think of some of these things. And they might provide some opportunity for you, but at the same time, in general, I would treat the playgrounds more or less like the same thing as the skate park. So, yeah. Even so, here's another area. Again, you're close to the playground, so you might want to avoid that. This area is like probably like a water retention area. So when it rains a lot, the water can collect here. They have some grasses that like a wetter environment. And here we have some trees, and then you have this. This park has this expanse, this green expanse that is provides a lot of opportunity. I mean, you could just set up right in the middle. If there's no one here, you could go off in the corner, and it's pretty open. So, and I was not expecting much, just based on the pictures that Google provided. So that's another thing, is that you really do have to check things out. Like, just because Google has some pictures that don't make a park look so nice, maybe you want to go there and see if you like it. Maybe it has some more opportunities. I just remember there was one park in particular in Evanston, in Illinois, that I went to, that was like tucked back behind a Costco, or was it a Sam's Club, and it was like this concrete mini ramp that was like in total disrepair, and there was like hardly anything there, and it was like next to like the North Branch of the Chicago River, and it was just it just didn't look like a place you wanted to be. Let alone get some skateboarding in. So, and so that kind of gave me that type of impression. That's just one example. But this, this looks like, I think this is, in some ways, this is like the best park that we've seen. Just as far as an easy, relaxed, hey, come out and let's meet up and juggle, or just come on your own and come out and juggle. And usually, again, what happens, or what could happen, is that people see you, and then you might have someone might come up and be like, I know how to juggle, I know how to do flow arts, and then you meet someone, and now you got like a little, group. And whereas before, if you didn't have that, and if you didn't go out and have some do some practice, you might. You basically just keep continuing to do it on your own, which is also fine. Not saying you have to go out either, and you don't have to be you don't have to do the social thing, but this is a way of doing a social thing. And so a park like this, it's like, yeah. So we're not going to go let's leave the skateboarding to the skateboarders. We're not even gonna go on the concrete, but you can see, the different obstacles. And yeah, I mean, for a skateboarder, minimal opportunities compared to some of the other parks that we've seen. But for a neighborhood park, it looks pretty nice, and a place to just kind of come and have some skateboard time. And so yeah, again, it's like if you wanted to set up, I can. There's really like easily a dozen good spots in this park. Not to mention you have a basketball court with a flat concrete slab that if you wanted to bring out your unicycle, if you wanted to do some passing, some club passing in a and not stand on the grass, which is uneven, which I find it tends to I find that it's give and take, but the concrete, like having a hard surface, I can last longer as far as like standing, and the soft surface kind of gives a soft like the ground surface, the grass surface. There's irregularities to it, so how long, uh, I feel like I might get worn out quicker on a uneven surface, whereas with the concrete, I feel like I might last a little longer. But at the same time, what's nice is when you get the chance to alternate. Like here, you could say, "Hey, let's go over here for a bit and do some flow arts." Now with flow, maybe less of the concrete, but it's all about what you're doing. And I don't think the acro yoga is doing too much, but on concrete. But you could also bring out your mat and do it as well. So, the Escambia County Park here, I say recommended. And also it's a good example, and it's teaching us about this type of park, and this is you could tell. So I would consider this like a neighborhood park, and pretty different from those city parks, those city skate parks that we saw under an overpass, under and then in St. Pete's was in that area between the arena, and there were some expressways over there too, not exactly under it, but this is just a different type of environment. And the other thing that definitely comes with it is respecting the neighborhood itself, and being aware that you're in a residential area and you're not, under an interstate overpass. So, yeah, that's just a little bit of this park, and introducing like another kind of skate park environment that you may come across, and that also may be a possible place to meet up and do some skill toys. So until the next one, yeah.